Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Hooks and Stitches. My name's Natasha and this is episode 38. What a weekend. We broke down yesterday and oh my goodness me. We were just going to go to Tesco's in the morning and we were going to be back by lunchtime because I had lots of crocheting things to do. And 11:30, the inner clutch slave went on the car. So we called the RAC. We've never ever had to call the RAC before. We've always had breakdown cover, but we've just never needed to call them. And it happened at 11:30, and we got picked up at 6:45 in the evening. I took some crochet with me to do on the way and on the way back because I only had, I think it was, let me think, hold on, off the top of my head, I think I had 9 hexes left to complete my bee blanket. So I said to Alan that I would take it with me and then I can do it there on the way and then do some on the way back. And I was lucky, I had something to do whilst we were waiting, but of course I'd finished it probably within the hour, and we just had to wait all day in the car. We when it first happened, we were told that they would be about 3 hours, and they would send us a text message when it actually that when they were going of time when they were actually going to come. And so we were all desperate for the toilet because my daughter Yasmin was with us as well, and we were desperate for the toilet and we needed a drink, so we went as fast as we could up the road, about 3/4 of a mile I'd say, to the nearest Tesco. That was the nearest toilet that we knew of because we know the area quite well. And so we kind of went there and then came back, and then we got a message to say that they were going to be 2 hours, so that was fine. And then all of a sudden an RAC lorry turned up and we thought, oh great, that's fine because we still might be home by lunchtime, you know, that's fine. Anyway, the lorry came, but it was absolutely huge, and where we live the lanes are narrow, and we said, well, you'll never get down there with your with the truck. So of course then we were worrying about whether maybe we should have just informed them of that. Maybe, you know, it was only dawned on us when we saw the size of the truck. Anyway, he said, well, it's not a problem, don't worry about it. He said, we'll just call in and I'll you know, call the office or, you know, switchboard or whatever it was to say my vehicle's too big, we need to have a smaller one. So anyway, he organised it and everything was all fine. 2 hours went by, he left, 2 hours went by, still hadn't heard anything. And then so we phoned up and said, look, you know, the bloke's been and gone. We were told we were going to get a smaller vehicle to come and pick our car up, and of course it hadn't, they hadn't actually pressed the button and filled out the form and done whatever to send another vehicle. So we were sat there literally 2 hours for nothing. So then we had to wait another 2 hours when they finally put it through, and they said that then someone would be coming at 5 o'clock, and the van didn't turn up until 7:25, and it was the same size vehicle again. It was just a different company that they had used, like their trusted company. I suppose when the RAC lorries are busy, then they put it out to tender, I suppose. So of course then the same lorry came. But in the meantime, because we were sat there, we'd arranged to with the person that we bought the car from to find out to see if he had any more, and he did. So that was fine. And he offered to take ours in part exchange. Obviously, then he would sort out the problem and then put it towards another one because it was just too expensive for us to do, and it was just, we may as well have just bought another one for the same cost of fixing it up. So that's what we chose to do in the end. But it was just such a long-winded day, and I felt like we'd just completely lost a whole afternoon, you know, of you know, our own time. But for me, it was a whole afternoon of crochet time completely gone. Yes, I'd managed to kind of to finish all the hexes I needed, so then all I had to do was add them to the blanket, but that's hardly the point. Because I do have lots of other things to do, don't I? So it was just really, really stressful, and we didn't actually get home then once that we'd gone and found something to eat on the way home until 9:30, and it was just a complete carbosh. And I may have actually said yesterday, but that is because I'm filming this Sunday evening as I normally do, so I'm sorry about that. I've just confused you maybe. But so yes, so that was Saturday, and then today I've been working busily on the blanket, trying to get it sorted out, and I've done a little tiny bit to Jerry Mouse, but not an awful lot. And obviously, of course, I've got the 3D granny squares to show you, which we're doing every week. Sally and I are doing it as a collaboration, and that's Sally from Nana Moon's Crochet. If you are new around here and you don't know her or her channel, I will link it in the description box below for you. But yes, so all in all, it's been a weekend of complete utter oh my goodnessness, and I just want the stress to end, and I want the bad luck to finish already. So it's just rather a shame that it actually happened on a weekend, really. But it was a stroke of luck that we've managed to get a car in replacement, and so at least then we can still get to work without having to catch buses and so on, such and so forth. So it's fine. Anyway, without further ado, I'll show you what I've been doing now. And just now the sun was really, really bright, so I've had to pull the curtain. So I'm hoping if I open the curtain again, it won't look so bright, because it does look quite dull in here now. So I'll just see if that makes a difference. Oh, a little bit. It's just a little bit hazy because I can see on this side of the screen that it's all a bit blurry and or mystified, but it's because of the sun. But I don't want to have to put my light on. Right, I will start with the bee blanket. And I've done a lot because I have entered them all onto it. Excuse all the ends because I haven't managed to do that yet. But, oh, hang on, actually if I go this way, it should be a lot easier to show you. Let me push my chair back. It's a lovely shape. I've obviously got to go all the way around the edge yet, and if I step forward and show you this part of it, everywhere where you can see a stitch marker is just where I have to do the one side, because I've done like the long sides, I've just got to fill in and do the one bits. So I should do that when I finish filming, because I'm filming this, as I said, on Sunday evening, so I'm going to carry on to try and get it sorted out. So as you can see, there isn't really that many left to do, but then I've got the ends on this side that are poking through to do, which is pretty much the bottom, and then on the other side I've got lots more, but ends don't bother me because I shall put a film on and just carry on doing it as I go. But I absolutely love it. Oh, and forgive me, I've got something else. Hold on. I'm back. Sorry about that. I forgot something, and that was my next little thing to show you. I've made a bee ready. Oh, hang on. There it is. I made a bee ready for the blanket, and it says, see if it will focus properly because it's a bit annoying. If I pull the curtain too much, it's going to be too dark in here. It's a bit twisted. Ah, that's better, look. So that's upside down, but that doesn't matter, does it? There you go. Anyway, there's one of the bees. And the pattern states that we need to do 3 bees, but I'm not sure. If I get some time, because they're really quick to make, I might well do some more. And also the pattern states that you do some flowers as well, but I'm not going to be putting the flowers on because I don't think, if it was the you know, the honeycomb where the bees go, there isn't flowers there, so I don't really want flowers on it. I'm just gonna, maybe if I get time, I'm gonna do some more bees, you know, and just have a few more dotted around rather than just 3. So all in all, it's done. I just literally have to do the downward posts on the edges and do lots of ends. So I'm almost there. Right, my next thing is Jerry, and so far I mean, I'm not really keen on his eyes. His eyes do bug me a lot, but I'm also, and I say this quite a lot, my sewing skills are a lot to be desired, and I was saying to Alan today that I really do think I need to get some better needles, because I don't know whether it's because of the needles that I'm using that don't make it look good, or whether it's just my sewing skills, because I've never really been taught, and so, you know, I was a bit disheartened. But so far I've sewn on his eyes. He'll look a bit better when his ears are on, of course, and I've sewn on some of his muzzle. I've just got this side to do, but I've been still this side I've been stuffing him, stuffing his muzzle with little tiny bits of stuffing still, so I haven't actually closed it shut yet. But he's coming along, and I will need to get him finished. This week I need to make a start on the red panda, because the school want to have the red panda by the end of June. So that was on my radar for when I did my 1st of June video, to suggest what I had to do by the end of June. So I'm pretty much on target. I finished the bee blanket. All I have to do is the arms and the ears for him. Oh, and of course his tail. But I did try to do one of his hands on Friday, but it really didn't go well, honestly. They looked pointed and really just bizarre, and really pulled out of shape, and also the fact that it was I'd had more stitches than I was supposed to have, so I think what I'm going to do is just try and do the hands in my own way. I have made hands before, so I do know how to do it, but I can just never get the stitch count right, so I'm just going to see if I can manage it without following the pattern, I think, and that would be the best thing, because then the pressure of getting it right isn't too bad, you know. But yeah, so he's coming along little by little, so it will be interesting to see what he looks like when he's got hands, arms and ears. And then the other thing I have to show you now is, if I can just get it off the table, the squares for this week. The first one was the orange, and the second one was the flower. Now, if I just get my book out, because if I just get my book out, I can just remind myself what the flower was called, because I can never remember it. It was called the layered flower, and that was page 84 if you had the book. So it's actually quite good that it's managed to, they've both managed to fit quite well on the board at the same time. The flower was a nightmare, and I actually hated it. The orange was absolutely fine, and we managed that, no problem. So it just shows you that it swings and roundabouts. But, oh, sorry, this is the flower, and I'll show you what mine look like a bit closer. Oh, don't really want to take it off the board now. So, I mean, it sort of looks like it. I mean, I've tried, but you see, to me, it was very, very lumpy and bumpy and like really quite wavy. It was almost like there was too many petals for the circle, and it was just a bit much, really. And then obviously you've got the second row, which was the dark pink, and then the lighter pink on the edge to make the layered piece on here, and then the blue. Now, I did exactly the same last week, but I'd stitched this one on, and I'd done it the wrong way round, so you can see the back of the stitches on this instead of the front, but I'm not really worried. I wasn't going to pick it all back. And then it was just the square. Now once I'd mastered getting the white in the square behind, because it looked like a flower again, and I thought, oh my gosh, I've gone wrong, so I had to redo it. And Sally from Nana Moon's Crochet, who I've already mentioned, she helped me with it today, because I just lost the will to live by the time I got to round 4, sorry, and so she was able to read it with me just in case I was getting all mixed up. So thank you for that, Sally. And we do enjoy doing the squares together when we're having a bit of help, because obviously a job halved is a job shared, isn't it? And when you've got some support, it always makes things a lot easier to bear. But like I say, with the orange one, it was all straightforward. It was just treble stitches and to slip stitch into the first little round from the magic ring in the middle and come out. So you had to do this round and then come down, slip stitch, you know, and then do it. Sorry, yeah, so you were just doing it, do that, connect it, and then go round to there, do the treble, connect it, and then connect it onto there, and so on and so forth. And then the back was really easy, and I quite liked the back for that one. So it did. I was used to it from when we did the dreaded kiwi fruit. So I'm really pleased with how they turned out, and I'm glad they finished too. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad they finished and glad they've gone. So that brings me now to drawing. Oh, I'll show you the orange one in the book actually before I do that. Where's it gone? Here it is. And that was the orange one in the book. That was last week's. So that one was really good. And actually I wouldn't mind doing that again if it ever came up either, in a sense of like projects to do, because that one worked out really well. So now I'm going to draw you some more. So brace yourself, Sally, because here they come. What's going to be this week? Oh, there's several bunched up there. Okay, so the first one is palm tree at page, oh, the light again. The palm tree, page 68. Let's have a quick look. Page 68. That is the palm tree. It looks all right, actually. I think we might be all right with that one, Sally. Fingers crossed. And the next one. Oh, got several again. And the next one is, oh my goodness me, a vintage flower. Only today, Sally and I were saying, gosh, I hope we don't get a flower again this week. And we've gone and have got one. So let's embrace it. Let's just see. I'm very sorry. The vintage flower, page 78. Hang on, hang on. Well, let's just brace ourselves, I suppose, and just give it a go. Right, there they are. So we've got a palm tree and a blinking flower. Oh God, wish us luck, everyone. Anyway, what can I say? At least once they're done, we don't have to worry because there is only one of everything in my pot. And we've still got lots and lots to go, of course. So, week 8, the vintage flower and the palm tree. So, I'm going to leave it there. I don't have anything much else to say. I hope that we have a better weekend next weekend, although there are a few teething issues with the new one that we've got now. We're going to get that sorted on Saturday, but I'm not sure how long it's going to take, and I'm not sure whether I'll be able to take crochet with me or not. So I'm going to see what I can do in the week, and if I haven't got a lot to show you, I will just show you what I've done. So thank you ever so much for watching. My subscribers have seemed to have gone back up again now, and on the Friday video I did say last week that I seem to have had a few drop off, not a great deal, but I think it had gone down to 511, and I was on the impression that YouTube seemed to hold it back or delete them, delete subscribers if you haven't watched the channel for some time. So I'm not actually sure whether that's true or not. That's just what I've looked into and and heard on the grapevine. So I don't know, but they do seem to have gone back up now to 515. If you are new here, thank you for visiting, and I hope you liked what you saw. And of course, if you're returning and you're still being supportive to me, thank you very much indeed. And I've had a really good response to my almost hour-long video on Friday, and I am so grateful for you to watch that. So thank you, because I was a bit worried about it being really long and I thought people might get fed up. But I think that's what it's all about, and maybe a longer video is the way to go, who knows. But just lately on my episode ones and on my waking up my whip ones, they haven't been that long because I haven't really had lots to show, and I don't want to sit here and just talk about stuff, just to fill it up, because I don't think that would be fair. But please share my channel, and please keep commenting, because I love to read your comments, and tell me what you think, and also tell me what you're working on. I have had actually a lady that has sent me an email with all of her things that she has been getting up to, but I haven't managed to download them so that I can show you. So I will do that on my next video, either the Monday or Wednesday maybe. I think I'll do it on the Monday, just in case I haven't got lots and lots to show you, because it would be nice to share what other people have been getting up to as well. So if any of you do want to, then that's absolutely fine. I'm not sure whether the community part of the YouTube works for people to post things. I'm not sure about that, but if not, I do have my email address, which is nat.stitches15@outlook.com. so please, I'll put that in the description box below as well, So if you do feel like showing me what you've been working on lately, I would love to show it. And if you would like me to show it on my channel, then of course I can. If not, then I would just love to show it, to look at it, and then I can always message you back. So, without further ado, I'm going, and I will see you on Wednesday. Take care, everyone. Have a lovely crafty week. See you very soon. Bye.